Now it's time to build some code so that we can take an item from our list. Let's say it's going to be character types first. So we've got a monkey, an apple, a car, a brick, and a lion. And we're going to spin the wheel, like we're going to pick a random entry. We call them items in Scratch. And that's going to get stored as a string, which is like a word. A string. Think of like a string of beads, and each one of them's a letter, and they're all kind of connected together. So a string, we call it. These are strings in coding. Now then, let's get a green flag, because when we start our program, we want this to be selected. Then we come to variables here, and let's get set. Let's do type first of all. So what kind of creature is this? Now we're going to use this one here, item, and this is where we can choose the random. We can use item 1, item 2, but if we combine it with the operator for pick, and let's pick between 1 and 5, then let's say we're going to set character result. Might need to zoom out a little bit here. Set character 1 types result. That's the name of the variable that's going to store the random item in the list, to item random 1 to 5 of character 1 types. And let's give that a go. So click the green flag. We should see down here, every time I click it, a random one. A monkey, a brick, an apple, a lion, a car. Good. Every time I click, of course, sometimes it will select the same one again, randomly. But that's cool. So we're going to go through now, and I'm going to duplicate that part and do that for names. So set the names variable to store a random item from the list of our names. There we go. So once upon a time there was a car called Mickey. Once upon a time there was a car called Minnie. Once upon a time there was a lion called Minnie. Once upon a time there was a lion called Ricky. A brick called Kevin. A lion called Minnie. A monkey called Kevin. A car called Mickey. A lion called Mickey. A lion called Minnie. A car called Ricky. It sounds like a song. We can keep going through. And if I duplicate again here, the next one is to set the scenes. Set the scenes result. That's our variable storing a random entry from the set the scenes list over here. Set the scenes. Okay, so we've got a lion called Kevin who sat around and ate donuts. We've got a monkey called Minnie who always slept in the sun. We've got a lion called Jane who sat around and ate donuts. We've got a brick called Ricky who sat around and ate donuts. Duplicate. Let's do the last one we're going to do here now, which is homes result. So where are they? We're going to homes. We're picking a random entry from the homes list. We're storing it to the variable called homes result. And I don't think we use story spines just yet. I'm going to move Scratch over here. I'm going to put the results here. And let's see if we get something in there. Yeah. So we've got an apple called Mickey who was very kind to everybody in a mysterious and frightening nightmare world. We've got a brick called Kevin who always slept in the sun in a beautiful castle surrounded by trees. So that's our random code that takes an item. Think of a shopping list. It would be bread would be one item, an apple would be another item, milk would be another item, and we're picking a random item from the list and storing that as what we call a string. Again, think of beads on a string. Each letter could be a bead on the string. And every time we click the green flag, we get a new story coming through.